day we create 2.5 quintillion bytes of data, and I don't think I've ever said quintillion out loud, but there you have it. 90% of the data in the world has been created in the last 2 years alone. So we're creating lots and lots of data.
Businesses often, when they're talking about trade secrets, they think about maybe there's something that is patentable, but they may not want to patent it because they may want to keep it secret. They may not want their competitors to know about it. So they want to then avail themselves of trade secret protection.
My panelists, my co-panelists talked a lot about what AI can do and how the things that it's capable of. But I think the real question is what AI should be doing, right? What are the uses of AI in an ethical way or a principled approach, and is it going to be biased?
Walking into a retail store, a lot of the sensors there will pick up through Wi-Fi ping technology, your media access control number associated with your device, and then that gets linked with your browser, whatever browser that you're using, so that they can be able to just track the user for a bunch of different purposes.
Privacy, it's been codified in laws around the world. I think you also see it, constitutions around the world recognize the right to privacy as a personal right, as a natural right.
The availability of data, as well as the data, there are data and they have to be open. So every corner, every walk in modern life can benefit from AI's magic power.
A lot of people ask, is it even possible to have an open data regime? Is it easy to share? How do I handle security issues? How do I handle privacy? Some of these issues were touched on today, but what we can talk about is a framework in which the intellectual property group at Microsoft is looking at how you share data easily across organizations or institutions.
The way the law is written, the way the Fourth Amendment is written, it does not protect your privacy. It protects your right to enjoy your personal property and real property. That is a totally different issue. There's questions we have to ask, and we have to reset our thinking. We have to start making some hard decisions. That's why every one of you has to show up, not just as in traditional roles we've seen. When I was coming out of school, it was litigation or it was sports law. We need you thinking about these issues across whatever you get into. Go into government, this is crucially important, is to focus on policy and not merely the effects of technology. So when I see people struggling with the issues of data, I don't stop at Facebook. I don't stop at email, because I can tell you right now, if you think you have free choice in what you're buying, that's a really great question we can talk about, and you might be surprised.
The music industry in many ways, and talent now, they're able to get paid in so many forms. Streaming, there has to be information that's being properly collected so that it generates back to a particular individual or company. And metadata is how that information is captured.
The only thing you need to do is hit Find Nearby On. This wonderful person here was the first to tell me that she got on there. Your name's Tanya, and you're senior in-house counsel, correct? This has saved me from multiple embarrassments where I've seen the same person over and over again and not known their name, correct? Vicky and I, we know each other now, and we're solid for life.
Where would you fit? And there's a Japanese concept where it says, how do you do it, what your passion is, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. And look at that intersection. And if you could find that, that's...
But don't know if anyone here actually follows basketball, but there's been a trend, there we go, there's been a trend shifting towards, more three-point shots, for example. But basically, that's because you have data scientists behind the scenes who have realized that it's more efficient from a scoring perspective for you to take more shots from behind the three-point line, and you get bigger bang for your buck. A lot of that is driven by data insights. So there are also a number of NBA teams that have partnered with data analytics providers to sort of track every movement of their players on the court to determine like which players are better at which shot, which plays to run in a certain time.
But I want to leave you with 3 things to think about. Be excellent. Be excellent. Be intellectually curious, and be ready. And all the other things will take care of itself.
I am pleased to announce that this award goes to Adane Washington. Woo! Destiny, come on down.
Kevin Britton, Jordan Struble, and Jazz Williams.
Malik Baker, Idia Igonwan, Kayla James, Lawrence Hudson, and Anthony Williams. Morgan Sills, Elizabeth Rice, Derek Bridges, Jarrett Thompson.